class is taking more time than I expected.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Uh,
you could help me because I have no idea about Excel.
yeah, I mean, I have spent that. I think you were talking about that last exam. I must have logged at least 8 hours just working on that alone.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, for
spent a lot of
sure.
time on that.
It took me a lot of hours to set that up and to do it. These two mini projects, I think I might not have done as good a job because I kind of just banged them out real fast.
So did you? I got one done. I didn't get the second one done. I got it started, but I didn't get it done yet.
I'm still working on mine, but I think
Uh,
I got it because like I just keep like messing up and then I have to delete the module and then start again because like I get so like I don't know.
Who wants to start? Why don't you start then, Diane? If you got
Okay,
19 done.
I don't have much, but let me show you.
Remember what 19
So
was.
I just did the dashboard like this.
Ooh.
Can we make the lettering here bigger?
I could not figure out how to change the size of the font.
Because I've been trying to do that. It just looks awful with the tiny little font. And there's
I could
nothing.
I could not find the setting for changing font, but I didn't search anywhere. I just said, oh
Yeah.
well.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the same thing, but I just left it like that. And then I just did my first one. I don't know if I did it right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any. I'm looking on mine. Doesn't seem to be any font to change it.
On the dashboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's got to be a way.
I'm sure there is. I didn't think it was worth enough to go find it.
Yeah.
So on your dashboard, Diana,
Uh-huh.
you have what's the blank space there for?
So this I saw in the instructions that they want us to give a description.
Yeah, yours look better than mine. I like how
Where
you did.
is it?
Yeah, you're supposed to give a little description at the very bottom. It says.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Number 8 there.
Oh, I missed that part.
Give instructions to the user.
I guess like what the buttons are for. So I just left it blank for now. I'll do it later.
All right, so you figured out how to do macros then, because this.
I think so. I use in this section. I use index to bring the data over for only these two columns, and then I just did equals and then input and then enter for the rest of the information here.
Oh my goodness, you did it slicker than I did it.
I just did a copy.
I did a copy and paste. You did it smart. I had that in the back of my head. I said, if I do this copy and paste, then if I add part numbers, then mine won't work. So
I was like, I think this one should work.
Yeah, you did it better.
And my only thing is I kept having issues with like closing the sheet. Like if I close it, then it will mess up my macro.
Oh yeah. You don't want to close. You don't want to close. You mean delete the sheet?
Yeah, no. Like if I close this mini project Excel.
Do it. Show us what you got. What happens?
I'm afraid it's gonna lose it because it kept happening before.
Can you show me? Can you show me your macro or your formulas you've got in there?
So what I did is in the beginning I saved my file already.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh, did you save the file as the XSLM?
Yes.
It shouldn't be a problem.
No, right? Okay. Hold on. What am I doing? Developer. Visual Basic.
You're supposed to rename that module to reports, I think.
Yeah.
That's just really easy to do right over on the left.
I hope this works because it's been so annoying. What do you think, Brian? Or
Oh, I think it looks great. I definitely was I definitely was lazy and just did a copy paste, but yours will probably work better if you like Craig was saying, if they add more part numbers.
Yeah, that's what I did. So I just need to do number 2 for now.
So
I
you're
have to clear it all. Make sure.
Oh, so you've only done the first report.
Yeah,
You haven't made all 3 work yet?
No, I haven't. So I
Got
don't know
it.
if the buttons work. I hope they do. Wait, what happened to my message here? Oh no.
Well, it looks like it's still there. Did you accidentally hide?
It's there. But
Yeah,
where's 1? I don't see.
Did it get hidden?
Probably. It's weird.
What are you looking for, Diana?
Did you see the message here? It's only showing part of it.
Yeah, line 1. You can't see line 1.
Oh yeah, just highlight. No, right up above that, highlight.
Here?
So you get, nope. So you get right above the number 2, that little corner thing, up higher, right? Yeah. So you get the whole document. There you go. Now right click and type unhide. Okay, so now since that happened, that means column 1 just got turned into a small height. So you got to change the row height. So I would just highlight the whole thing again. Right click and hit row height.
Okay.
Just put any number. You can format it later. Or one small.
You want it bigger than 1. You want like 25 or something, I think.
Yeah, when I say, yeah, go like 10 or something.
Okay.
Well, see, it's up there. I guess you could go bigger than 10. Sorry. Do it again.
Let's do 20 maybe.
Where did it go? That's weird.
It's still not showing.
What? Are you scrolled all the way? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, look, it's not going anywhere. What happened?
Where did row 1 go? I wonder if something happened with your freeze panels, but regardless, you should be able to grab your macro even if you have to redo this page. You could grab your macro and do a totally different spreadsheet.
Oh, I see.
If you have to, you could start over again at least, and then just grab the macro if there's something weird on that page.
All right, Brian, show us yours.
Let's see. Sorry, it takes me a minute. I got to get to my different screens here. Got to remember to I'm going to put something in here really quick so that I remember.
Oh, the description.
Okay. So that's mine, and I'll just add a description to the side here.
I like it.
But it's just the output.
How'd you make them every other one a different color? Is that a quick setting, or do you have to highlight and do every one?
It's a conditional formatting. I'll show you. So then inventory detail.
Oh, it's cool. You changed the background too.
I changed the background to match the color of the.
Oh, I see.
Color of the button.
I like
so
that.
It kind of matches the button.
Dude, yours looks really good.
I don't know how well it'll stand up to adding new item numbers, but they didn't. Did they specifically say you have to be able to do that?
No.
Okay.
But if
it did, yeah, sure.
The right way.
Since they didn't say that, I didn't worry about it. So, let's see, macros.
This might have been the easiest mini project.
think so.
So here's.
I literally did it in 10 minutes. I just cranked it out so fast.
Oh, mine took, I don't know how long I spent, an hour and a half on this probably, but I created a clear output subroutine. So then I just call that at the beginning of each one of them.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
So it just makes a call, and then I just copy the information from the sheet, paste it into the output sheet, and then work through and auto-fit, and I just have little comments in each section where something's done. I had some problems in some places, like I get to a point and I'd go to format a column and it would do the column select, and then it would do try to do the number formatting, and it wouldn't do it right. So I actually had to do some work and try to figure out, okay, once you set which column you want or columns, you can just do, rather than this with stuff, I don't know if you've noticed that, you can just grab this. So if I wanted to say I wanted the pattern color index, I could just take that and copy it and just put it right here if that's the only thing that I needed to do, and just have that one thing that gets updated. And that's kind of what I did right here. This number formatting, because before I was doing a selection of the column select, and then it was doing with and number format. So anyways, all of them are pretty much the same, do the same thing. This is a conditional formatting.
I thought for sure they're going to end up making us do an assignment where we don't even open Excel and we just program it from a macro. Like, great, we're all going to become programmers.
Yeah, so that's all of that.
That's good.
And if I go back here, I can show you the code for that was pretty simple. Additional formatting, manage, edit. So all you do is put that in there.
What does it say? I can't see. Mod
row.
Mod row.
What's mod?
I can't remember what mod is.
Yeah, I don't remember what mod is.
Mod is like a select kind of thing, I believe.
But you had to put that. You had to find and put that formula in. It wasn't. There's not just a conditional format where you just choose every other to highlight a color.
Right. No. Nope. Yeah, I went and found that on the internet, and then you just pick which color you want to use, and
I don't know why they don't have. Seems like it's used enough.
That's what I found.
It's
and
good.
It works.
It's really good.
And then I don't have very much of my other one done. The only thing that I have done is just the checkbox.
We've got an hour to get it done.
Well, I think I've got all the logic done, most of the logic done for it. So I've got the logic for, the checkbox, do you want to do it or not?
The thing I'm stumped on it, well, I mean, we can talk about it now or in an hour, but the thing I'm stumped on is the unchecking it as a separate action than checking it. So
I'll show you. So I went through and I did all the logic of it first before I do the macros for doing the formatting and unformatting.
Okay, so I'm having to squint. Can you zoom in a little?
I don't think I can zoom in on this particular screen. No, this one doesn't let me zoom in.
No zoom. All right, well, it says, so the range, if it's true.
How do you do zoom? I know there's a way you can zoom.
I think, hold on. No. At the top where you have the Visual Basic, you have the binoculars right there, right under insert.
Oh, that's a search.
Oh, never mind.
No big deal. Just read it to me. True, then box is checked. Verify what the user wants to do. That's your note.
Yep.
Message bar. Are you sure you want to do it? Okay. else, and then that's just your note, uncheck botch, range K2 is false. But then you have the end if. So then,
it's like an if statement.
Right. So
make it false.
Right.
If it's not, so, then you have a second else. Oh, because it's under the bigger. Do you have two if statements going?
Right. So I have this if statement. So if the box is checked, then I'm going to verify that the user wants to. Are you sure you want to format the report? And if they say yes, then I'm going to make the call and I'm going to do the formatting. And then when I'm done, I'm going to say formatting complete. And then if they say no to this, are you sure you want to format? Then I'm going to do the else here because it's no, I don't want to. Then the range is going to be, then that range is going to be false. So that's going to set this right here, this K2 to false, which will uncheck the box. So we can actually step through it if you want. We can, so I can do this. I can go check box. And here I'm going to step through it. And you can step through doing debugging. Can't remember whether it went through or not, but if you hit F8, it'll just step through items. So you do F8, that's what's going to come up next. I hit F8, and I say, okay, are you sure you want to automatically format the report? If I say no, I answered no, so it's going to the next if. I answered no, so it skipped it because it wasn't yes. So now I'm going to uncheck the box when I go next. And now the box is unchecked. Notice it's unchecked now, and this says false. I do. And then it exits out because the box is unchecked. Yeah.
Okay, but what do you do if you've already changed it over? You got to be able to change it back.
To what?
To the raw data.
Sure. So if it's unchecked, well, it's already in. It's already.
Yeah. So try and check it and hit true. You don't have it set up, to run your macro.
Right.
So
right.
What I was running into was, okay, so if I check it, it needs to obviously format it. When they say yes, go ahead and format and create it. But now I come back and hit uncheck. Now it needs to revert back all the data to this view that you have now.
Right. So I'm gonna answer yes to this time. F5 continues. Are you sure you want to automatically format? Yes. So formatting complete. It didn't really do it, but I'm just putting messages in there. So at this point, this would all be formatted, right?
So then what you just create another macro to unformat.
Right. Yep.
Okay,
so I just unchecked it right now, right? So it's going to do the same thing. It's going to run through. Is the box true? Nope, it's not true. It's false right now. So I hit F8 to step in next. So now it's going to go here. The box is unchecked. Verify what the user wants to do. So I'm doing another message. Are you sure you want to remove formatting? Because I would never put a checkbox in that didn't have a message that verified what you were doing.
Are
you sure you want to remove the formatting? If I hit no, it's going to jump down here to just check the box back to true and not do the formatting. If I say yes, then it's going to step through and it's going to remove the formatting, and it's going to give me a message that says formatting has been removed, and then I'm done. So
love it.
I went through and did all that first just because the logic for what needs to be done I thought would be the hardest part. Doing the formatting hopefully isn't going to be that difficult. So that's where I'm at. Have you guys done debugging before?
I saw it how it's done, but
he kind of showed it in the one of the things just a little bit, but most helpful when you're doing any macros, any programming. I don't know, Craig, have you done programming before?
No, not in Excel. And another database program, but it was kind of built into it to run the macros. It had I never had to get into the back code. It was like you just ran a macro, it tracked your movements, and then you could have those processes set up with a button. But
yeah.
I've never done it in Excel, same concept. But anyway, you want to see what I got here?
Yeah, let's see what you
got. Screen share, desktop. What do I got? Okay, so I don't know if you can still see this one. Mine, I just have. I just added that note at the bottom. I like yours, Screen Ban. It was much nicer. So you can click on the button and it makes the report, and you click on the inventory one, makes the inventory report. And now I just was simple. I just changed the top banner, the color.
Oh, nice. It looks good.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I literally did this mini project 19 in like, I don't think I'm exaggerating, 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, shut up.
But that's okay because mini project 20, I've spent probably 3 or 4 hours on.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah. The 21 just had me perplexed. I like how you did that before.
And Diana, one thing that I always do, I think I mentioned this last week when it comes to macros, is I don't do any of them all at once. I mean, Craig may, but my mind, I can't do that many steps all in one macro recording. So I'll record one piece, and then I'll have that be my main macro, and then I'll do another little piece, and I will cut and paste it into the main one, because you can do that. And so then I'll run it. Okay, yep, it went as far as I want it to go. And then I run it again, add a little more, fix where I need to fix it, and it just is easier for me.
That's a good idea, because I think that's where I was struggling at the beginning of the week. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is happening? And then I was like, okay, because my computer, for some reason, I cannot leave like an Excel sheet open, because sometimes it will like mess up my whole thing. And I've done that before with other work, and then I come back and then open it and my thing is not working. So then I had to redo everything again. And I was so mad, because I'm like, really?
Do you save multiple versions of yours?
I don't.
Okay, that would.
So maybe that would be a good idea.
Yeah, if you noticed when I do it, I have version 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Every little while I create a new version, just because I hate losing stuff. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this, I have a thing pop. Are you sure you want it on my format? If you hit yes, then you have to enter in the month.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the month. I'll have to remember to put that in mind.
You got to enter in the month, and then it's formatted. And that's how I did it. Beautiful, right? Not that fancy, but so to get it unformatted, you got to take the unchecked one and say, "Are you sure you want to automatically format the report again?" And this time, I say no. So what I don't know how to do is, like, if you click on this button, and you can't see me pointing at my screen, can you? When you click on this button, how do I make it do a second or a different function than the same macro? You can only assign one macro to this button. So all I did was change that if they choose no, then it undoes it. And obviously here I've got an error. Why do I have an error?
I think, yeah, that was kind of the reason that I had one macro that's actually, you have to use if statements like I did, so you know based on checked and unchecked what it's going to do.
I don't like that I have it hidden. Oh, I got to get out of it.
Did you actually have it created in a different table?
Let me do this again. What? So I have to keep that thing open. Okay, so lesson learned. I guess I had this hidden, and you can't have it hidden because that's not how I had the macro set up. So,
Okay.
so I kept the data over here. So my macro just copies and pastes the raw data back and undoes all the formatting. So you go here and you hit, are you sure you want to automatic for report? Well, no, I don't want to format it. The report format has been successfully removed. And now it's back to the original. So what I don't know how to do and what you guys could help me with, and I spent a lot of time on this, was, okay, so I get it formatted, and this is all fine and dandy, right? July. Okay, so there's the formatted. Now I want to unformat it. The way to do it is to uncheck this. But this is one macro. You can't assign a new macro to this as the unchecked. So that's what I didn't know, like, how you're set up. I don't know, maybe you want to show me again.
Yeah, I think you just have to have multiple if statements. You just have to do, I think you're going to have to do an if else.
Okay, so let me see your thing again. Let me go back to you. How do I get out of this screen? Back to put your screen back on. Okay, so your trick was to do an if statement within an if statement.
Yep. So here's the start if the box is checked. Then do this work, which is the stuff that's about.
Yeah, that's the if yes. Do that.
Else, then this is the stuff that is unchecking it.
So what that's saying is, so somebody goes and they check it, and if they say no, then it reverts all the way down to here.
No, if they check it, it will only, I don't know how far you went, but it's only going to go down to here. This section is going to get executed.
Well, there's no other way to execute it unless somebody checks it.
Well, no, that's not true. this is tied to this whole macro. So
no, but on your screen right now, to even enable anything to happen, they have to check the button to start it out.
Not necessarily, but yeah, that's going to be the case anyways. The first time they come in, they're going to have to check it. But this doesn't matter whether it's checked or unchecked. It's still going to run the function.
Yeah.
It's still going to do either one of these regardless of whether it's checked or unchecked. It's going to run these. I mean, it's going to run this macro regardless.
All right, I want to see it. I want to see it. I spent a lot of time on this. I want to see it, Brian. You got 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, I'll add part of it, but I mean, the logic there is going to
just do the formatting real quick, and so you got the macro, and then let's come back in 45 minutes and show us what you got. Because I am stumped, and I don't. I'm calling foobar. I don't think that what you got is going to make it work, because the reason is you have to check it to have something happen. So how do you? So you have to actually go back and hit it again the second time, and that hitting it again will enable that macro. There's no way to assign two different macros to the same box.
Right.
So you guys show me. I don't care. If it's 10 o'clock tonight, call me.
Well, I'm going to add something right now.
Oh, you're going to add something. Oops. Or you just put something in to happen. Just like one thing.
Yep.
Then you got to do something to.
Come on. All right, let's give it a try. Stop. Okay.
Okay, checking it.
Checking it. Formatted. Right?
Well, show us your screen again.
Right here. Row E.
It changed that to
dollars.
Dollars.
Yep.
When you said yes.
Yep.
Okay. So now when you go to
formatting complete, and it's going to be done. So now if I uncheck it, so it should skip because it's unchecked. Sure you want to remove formatting? Yes. It's going to change it to percentages. I just picked that because that was something that I could easily copy.
No, I like it. I like it. So run through one more time. So you check the format. What if they say no? Then it goes to make it false, and it just keeps it unchecked.
No.
Okay. If they say yes, then it changes it to the number format, dollars. So do it. Run it one more time again. I'm a visual person.
So if we go through and we say no,
nothing happens.
So
it just
yeah, so this will revert. This will stay. That will stay, right? Actually, these will change back. This will.
It should change back to
unchecked and false.
Yep.
So no. And I'm moving through it. So now it's gonna uncheck it. Okay, right? And now it just stayed the same. It stayed exactly the way that it was.
Didn't change. So now you check and hit yes.
Yes. Range select. And now it's dollars.
Nice. Okay, but now that's the easy part. The tricky part is the uncheck. So now, how when you go to uncheck it,
it's all in the same macro. So this is all in the same macro that this is happening. It's just the if-else logic that's doing it.
Wait. So is that I can't tell because your thing is else box is unchecked. That's just a comment, right? That's not actual code.
No, this is comment.
That's just comment.
But this is actual code.
The actual code is the word else. Unformat report, which is the name of it, is create a message box. You sure want to do it with a yes or no. And yes, this will happen. I'll change %. No, something else will happen. It'll go back to the way it was.
Yep.
You're a genius. All right, I've got 45 minutes to change mine.
All right, we'll see you guys shortly then. Do you have any questions, Diana?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't worked on mine, but I'll get through it through the week.
Hey, we've got a broadcast so we can look at each other's work, right?
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, we'll see you guys in 45 minutes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye guys.